Good morning, MAB Elementary. It's Mr. T here for a decimal fractions math lesson. We're getting to the end of the school year here, so I think this is going to be my last decimal fraction lesson where we're going to look at the function that we can do with decimal fractions. Now, for most of you guys, this is pretty advanced elementary mathematics. I don't know if you'll see it, those of you who are graduating, as soon as you go on to your next school, your next grade, but you certainly will be seeing it soon, and you'll already know how to do it. And that's a pretty cool thing because you can. It shows you that you can do lots of different kinds of math operations if you just think about it and use the basic things that we've learned about place value, about families of numbers. If you go back to your memory of Infinity Street, those things are always going to work for you. And your golden beads and your stamp games and and your bank games. These are the things that have provided you with a fantastic foundation in math. So you'll be able to do any kind of math you want and any kind of math that comes to you in your future in elementary education. So let's go, and this is going to be decimal fractions lesson number 16, and I'll send the worksheet along in just a few minutes. Excuse me. And basically what we're going to be doing here is adding and subtracting decimal fractions, and I'm going to show you and remind you of two of the key rules that we came up with as we were doing our work before. So here we go. 3/10 plus 4/10 equals. What do you notice? Well, first thing you notice is that is an equation. It's a number sentence, as we say, and it's horizontal. You remember what I said about doing decimal operations with decimal fractions? Don't try it horizontal. It's almost impossible to keep track of the place values unless you put it vertical. So first thing you do when you see a horizontal decimal fraction number sentence equation, you make it vertical. Watch me. 3/10 plus 4/10. Now it's vertical. The other rule that you see here that's really important, because it allows you to keep your place values in the proper order, is that the decimals, these powerful markers between whole numbers and decimal fractions, those decimals are always in a vertical line, one on top of the other. So can I add 3/10 and 4/10? I sure can. I get 7/10. And I can put that zero there for the whole numbers, just showing and demonstrating that what I've got here is a decimal fraction. If you got that one right, give yourself a check. If you got it wrong, go back and look at Mr. T's explanation and get it right. That's how you learn. Four plus 2 3/10 equals. Again, horizontal equation, make it vertical. 4 plus, and I would put the zero in here. Whoops, I'm sorry. 2 3/10. Now you could, if you wanted to, put 4 decimal 0. How do you read that number? 4 wholes. There's no decimal fraction in it. You need to do it like that, or you can do it like that, just to keep yourself straight that you have a tenths place value in your decimals. So We took our horizontal equation, made it a vertical problem, and now we'll solve it. It's addition. 3/10 and 0/10 is 3/10. And look at those decimal points coming right down in vertical fashion. 4 holes and 2 holes is 6 holes. 4 plus 2 and 3/10 is 6 and 3/10. Give yourself a check if you got it. If not, figure out what you did wrong. All right, I'm going to give you one last one here. It's a tricky one. It's going to use all of your knowledge that you've learned so far in decimal fractions. I'll do it this way. We have 14 and 81 hundredths minus 2 hundredths equals. Mr. T, I'm giving you a tricky one here. 14 and 8/10 and 81 hundredths minus just 2 hundredths. Well, go back to my rules. Let's put it down. 14 and 81 hundredths, and I'm just going to do it over here. And I'm taking away 2 hundredths. So let's get rid of all this. And I've made my problem vertical. But this looks more solvable. This looks like something I can do based on what I know, all right? So let's see what we're going to do here. This is the hundredths place value. Can I take 2 hundredths from 1 hundredth? No, I cannot. But I can come here to the 10th place value, take one of them, that'll leave me with 7/10. And 1/10 can be exchanged for 1/10 can be exchanged for 10 hundredths. All right. So now I have 11 hundredths. Take away 2 hundredths, leaves me with 9 hundredths. I have 7/10, take away 0/10, so I have 7/10 still. And I didn't have any whole numbers to take away, so I have 14 still in my whole numbers. So 14 and 81 hundredths take away 2 hundredths equals 14 and 79 hundredths. Tricky exchanging decimal fractions. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed virtual math lessons with Mr. T. I've had a fun time doing it. It's helped me think and make my math brain stronger. And I hope it's made, and I know it's made your math brain stronger. So for those of you who are leading us, good luck and Godspeed. And remember, you can do mathematics. Just think, use that brain. This is Mr. T signing off. Take care.